Good morning, young scientists. Welcome to a brand new chapter in science. Today we begin our journey into the amazing world of plants. Have you ever looked at a huge banyan tree and wondered, how does such a giant tree stand so firmly? Or have you thought, how does a tiny seed become a big tree? In this chapter, we will answer these questions and many more. Today we will learn about the parts of a plant, different types of roots, the structure of a leaf, and how plants prepare their own food. By the end of today's lesson, you will understand why plants are one of the most important living things on Earth. Let's begin. Let's look at today's learning goals. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to name all the important parts of a plant, explain the function of each part, compare tap roots and fibrous roots, identify and label the parts of a leaf, understand how plants prepare their own food, and finally, draw and label a complete plant diagram correctly. Keep these goals in your mind as we move through today's lesson. Let's start with a simple question. What is a plant? A plant is a living organism. Like all living things, plants grow, breathe, reproduce, and respond to their surroundings. Plants are found almost everywhere on Earth, from hot deserts to snowy mountains, from forests to our own gardens. One thing makes plants very special. Unlike animals, plants prepare their own food. That is why they are called autotrophs. Can everyone say the word? Autotrophs. Excellent. Plants need sunlight, water, air, and minerals from the soil to survive. They also release oxygen, which is essential for all living things. Now let's quickly identify the major parts of a plant: flower, fruit, leaf, stem, and root. Each part has a special function. Every part of a plant has a specific responsibility. Let's understand them one by one. The flower helps the plant reproduce. It produces seeds that grow into new plants. The fruit protects the seeds inside. It also helps in seed dispersal. The leaf is called the food factory of the plant. It prepares food using sunlight. The stem acts like the plant's transportation system. It supports the plant and carries water, minerals, and food. The root absorbs water and minerals from the soil. It also anchors the plant firmly in the ground. Finally, the seed contains a baby plant. When it gets water, air, and warmth, it grows into a new plant. Remember, every single part is important. Without even one part, the plant cannot function properly. Now let's study the two main types of roots. The first type is the taproot. A taproot has one thick main root. Many smaller roots grow from it. Taproots grow deep into the soil. Examples include carrot, rose, sunflower, and mango. The second type is the fibrous root. Fibrous roots do not have one main root. Instead, they have many thin roots of nearly equal size. These roots spread in all directions near the surface of the soil. Examples include wheat, rice, maize, banana, and grass. Here's a simple memory trick. Taproot, one main root going deep. Fibrous root, many thin roots spreading wide. Now let's understand how roots and stems work together. The root performs four important jobs. First, it absorbs water. Second, it absorbs minerals. Third, it anchors the plant firmly. Fourth, some roots store food. For example, carrot and radish. Now the stem. The stem supports the entire plant. It carries water and minerals from the roots to the leaves. It also carries the food prepared by the leaves to all other parts. Some stems even store water. Can anyone think of an example? Yes, cactus. Roots and stems work together like a team. Without roots, the stem gets no water. Without the stem, the leaves cannot receive water. Together, they keep the plant alive. Now let's observe a leaf carefully. A leaf has several important parts. The broad green part is called the blade. This is where food is prepared. The thick line running through the center is the main vein. It provides support. The smaller branches are called side veins. They carry water and food. The leaf is green because of a pigment called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll captures sunlight. Finally, the petiole is the stalk that connects the leaf to the stem. Remember one important sentence. Leaves are the food factory of the plant. Now let's learn one of the most important processes in science. It is called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis simply means plants preparing their own food. Let's understand it step by step. The roots absorb water from the soil. The leaves take in carbon dioxide from the air. Sunlight falls on the leaf. Chlorophyll captures the sunlight. Using these three things, water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight, the leaf prepares food called glucose. During this process, The plant also releases oxygen into the air. Let's repeat the equation together. Sunlight plus water plus carbon dioxide gives us food and oxygen. That is photosynthesis. Without this process, life on Earth would not be possible. Now let's test our understanding. Question 1. True or false? A carrot has a taproot. Correct. True. Question 2. Which plants have fibrous roots? Wheat or mango? Yes, wheat. And maize also has fibrous roots. Question 3. Which part absorbs water from the soil? Excellent. The root. Question 4. What gives leaves their green color? Very good. Chlorophyll. Fantastic. You're thinking like real scientists. Now it's time to apply what you've learned. First, draw a neat diagram of a plant. Label all the important parts correctly. Next, compare taproot and fibrous root using examples from your surroundings. Then, complete the textbook questions on page 14 and page 15. Remember, neat diagrams earn better marks. Take your time and write carefully. Let's quickly revise today's lesson. Plants are living organisms. Every part of a plant has a special function. Roots absorb water and minerals. Stems support the plant and transport water and food. Taproots have one thick main root. Fibrous roots have many thin roots. Leaves are the food factories of plants. Chlorophyll captures sunlight for photosynthesis. These are today's most important ideas. Please revise them once again at home. Let's finish today's lesson with a quick quiz. Question 1. Which type of root grows deep into the soil? Correct. Taproot. Question 2. Which part prepares food? Excellent. Leaf. Question 3. What gives leaves their green color? Yes, chlorophyll. Question 4. Grass has which type of root? Correct. Fibrous root. Last question. Which plant part absorbs water from the soil? Excellent. Root. Wonderful work today. Today you discovered how every part of a plant has an important role in keeping it alive. The next time you see a plant, try to identify its roots, stem, leaves, flowers, and fruits. Observe nature carefully. Every observation helps you become a better scientist. Thank you, and I'll see you in our next class. Goodbye, young scientists.